Okay, Tammy, we're talking about Plexus Slim.
Right.
But you and I are seeing so many things besides Slim.
Absolutely. And you know, whenever I talk to people about Plexus, I call it Plexus and not Plexus Slim because this is actually a product that is helping people to get to a healthier state.
Yes. You know, what I like to tell people is that Plexus Slim is allowing your body to heal itself and to function the way God created it to.
Right. Right. So actually, you know, Plexus, the Slim, was not originally designed for weight loss.
Right.
But because when they tested it, they saw weight loss, it gave it that wonderful name of Plexus.
It was actually designed to regulate blood pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, blood
sugars.
Yes, blood sugars.
Yes, and so that's what it does. And isn't that exciting? Blood sugars are being leveled, and so no longer are people going up and down.
And some people are on medications for their blood sugar. And
yes, and it's helping tremendously with that. So definitely leveling out those blood sugars is a great thing. Cholesterol. I have people who have gotten on the Slim and their cholesterol levels are normalizing now.
That's
so
exciting.
that is way exciting.
And blood pressure. I have people, you know, getting help with their blood pressure and getting it under control. So it's not just going in there and attacking the fat cells and helping people lose that weight, but it's also getting them healthy.
Right.
And so all of this goes together. It's so important.
And once our bodies get leveled out in there, and these amazing products, you know, get into their system, so many amazing things are happening. Amazing is the word that I use when I talk about Plexus.
So I noticed with the Plexus Slim, it's helping people's blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, healthy lipids, cravings. I'm noticing people that are not having those cravings are going and being happy with one plate of food instead of always going back for seconds. You know, something that I like to tell people, and I know you do too, is that when you're going to start the Plexus Slim, the pink drink, is make sure you drink half of your body weight in water in ounces a day.
Yes, that is so. You know, our bodies are 80% water. So most people are walking around dehydrated, or their body can't work like it needs to because they don't have enough, they're not intaking enough water for it to be healthy and for the bodies to work
and
properly.
as it goes in and you lose weight, those fat cells have toxins in them and they're in your body, so you need to drink that water to flush out those toxins, and you're going to be healthier. Everything is filtered through your liver and your kidneys. So as you are getting that yuck out of you, you need to drink that water so it will flush on out of there.
Absolutely. One thing, binge eating. You know, when people just sit down to eat, you know, sometimes we do that just because.
Feels good.
You're happy, you're sad,
Yeah.
you're depressed, whatever. It's late at night and you just want a snack, and before you know it, you've eaten the whole bag of potato chips or the whole carton of ice cream. So Plexus is going to help you not to do that. But something that I want to remind people is that we can still push through and make unhealthy choices to listen to their bodies.
That's good.
So Plexus is going to help you make healthier food choices, but listen to your body and what it's telling you. And whenever you're full, stop. You know, you don't have to go grab the candy bar. There are lots of really great healthy food snacks that people can go for.
I just want to educate everybody out there, or encourage everybody out there to educate yourself on healthy eating. It can be fun. Reprogram your mind and choose some different healthy choices for that.
Absolutely.
So then we have the Accelerator.
Yes.
Accelerator Plus, and it is meant to synergize with the Plexus Slim.
Yes, it's a companion for it. So people who are looking to increase their metabolism, looking for a little energy with that, the Accelerator is a product that's making a lot of people get more results with the Plexus.
You know, something I've noticed is a lot of those ingredients in the Accelerator Plus are also in workout supplements. So I'm telling my people to get moving. After you take the Accelerator, if you don't feel like you're able to work out, then walk. Just walk 20 minutes a day after you take it, and I think that'll help boost that and get that flowing through your body.
Exactly. And when we say workout, it doesn't have to be a 2-hour extreme workout. You might work up to that. You might shock yourself. You know, a lot of people who are doing these big runs had no idea what they were going to do when they started. It could be you. So
just start.
Just start. Just purpose. That is another one of my words, my Plexus words that have come about, is to purpose to get healthy. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better for yourself, for your family, for the longevity of your life. Purpose to get healthy, to eat, make healthier food choices, and to exercise. Because we can lose weight, but that doesn't necessarily make us healthy.
Right. That's good.
So listen to your mind and make good choices.
So on the Slam, you can take up to 4 Slims a day.
Yes.
More than that's not going to hurt you, they say, but that's about as the max that you're going to see results with.
Right.
And on the accelerator, I would say take one with breakfast and one with lunch.
I think that's a great plan.
The Slim, I would say drink 30 minutes before breakfast, 30 minutes before lunch. If you take 2 a day, you do that. Or if you'd rather take yours in the afternoon, you can do before lunch. And I've started drinking mine hot. There's a lot of people that like it as a hot drink, and we've seen some people push through plateaus by changing it to the hot drink.
Absolutely. I've gotten lots of messages on the hot drink and people excited about that and seeing a few pounds lost in a week. So,
well, let's move on. There's those two, and then we have our BioCleanse and our probiotic. So 2 of my favorite products right there. And really quick, I'll give you a little education here on this, is that when God created you, He created you with just a little bit of candida yeast inside of your stomach. Well, that was for decomposure. You know, when a tree falls down the forest and dies, mushrooms come up and it decomposes with that fungus there. Well, this little bit of fungus was for decomposure in your stomach. But we started eating in a way that God never intended us to eat. And I tell people, God didn't mean for you to eat a dozen donuts and drink 6 Dr. Peppers every single day. And our bodies are taking in things that they weren't created to take in. So these sugars and these carbs are feeding that fungus inside of your stomach. And it's growing, and that's where you get candida yeast overgrowth. I encourage you to go Google that and learn about it. So this overgrowth comes through your body, and we are seeing chronic fatigue. We are seeing foggy thinking. Weight gain. There's lots and lots of different things that this candida yeast overgrowth can cause in the body.
Symptoms of candida yeast overgrowth. I think that's something that everyone needs to check out. A leaky gut is also something that you need to look into because this could be you or a loved one.
Yes, yeah. Dr. Oz talks about 80% of your health from your immune system comes from your gut. So I do believe that getting your gut healthy is so very important, and Plexus Slim products are going to help you get there. So that ProBio, the ProBio 5 is going to come in and it's going to kill that candida yeast overgrowth. And then you're going to have your cleanse come through and help cleanse everything that it killed and take it out of your body. It has special little agents to know what doesn't need to be in there, and it grabs them and it flushes through. So people with constipation also, there's magnesium in it. It's helping with that.
Oh yes, it's helping just get the gut healthy. So if you have gut issues, and I think all ages have those issues. I have learned about people of all ages having gut issues and getting them taken care of by taking the probiotic and the cleanse with that.
Yes.
So the cleanse also, though, is going to oxygenate your body. And an oxygenated body, another thing to research and understand about, that we need to be alkaline. Our bodies need to be alkaline, and we need our bodies oxygenated. So
that's a great thing for them to research.
Yes.
Go to Google, and those are 2 nutritional things that you need to learn about.
Yes, absolutely. An oxygenated body and then an alkaline body.
7.4 is where your pH level needs to be. So anyway, we have great, wonderful products there that are going to help with your gut. And then we're going to go into the X Factor.
The X Factor. Everybody in my family takes it.
Mine too.
Top of the line vitamins. And that's what I want to say about Plexus, is all of these products, top of the line. And they're getting results, and that's why Plexus is growing by leaps and bounds. But they chose top-of-the-line vitamins to use in this formula. They have mixed them with a special patented blend of aloe. something else to research, aloe and what it does for the body.
You know that aloe helps those vitamins absorb in your body. When we've taken vitamins throughout the years, some of them we're not absorbing in our bodies. They're passing right through. And this aloe helps it absorb and get into your body. So that's a great thing. We're not going to be having those vitamin deficiencies, and our bodies are just going to be getting healthier and healthier. That aloe also helps with inflammation. Aloe helps with a clear mind. It helps with gut, the candida yeast overgrowth.
With your immune system?
Yes.
So absorption, we want to absorb these vitamins. You know, our body doesn't make vitamins. So have you thought about that? Ever thought about the fact that your body doesn't make them? Right. And the only way that you're going to get vitamins into your body is to take vitamins and to eat foods that are going to have vitamins in them. And let's face it, the foods we're eating today,
that's what I was fixing to say.
So many preservatives in them, just not getting the nutrients from the food that we got years ago.
Right.
So taking a vitamin is important. Right. So these vitamins are getting over 300% more absorption with some of the vitamins that have been tested. Amazing. So we want to absorb the vitamins so that our body can use them.
Yes.
And get us healthy. So it's an amazing vitamin. They say it's like a vitamin on steroids. It just knows where to go, what to do to get the results we need. I feel great when I take that vitamin.
You know, I give my husband what to take in the mornings, and when the X Factor came out, I put 2 more vitamins, or 2 more pills up there. He had no idea what they were, so he's taking them, and he comes back a week later and says, "What are you giving me?" He said, "I'm having so much more sustained energy all throughout the week," and that was with the X Factor. So
absolutely.
And when I took that to an holistic doctor, he looked at it and he says, "Well, you probably haven't gotten the flu or haven't gotten a cold taking this, because it has everything you need in it to fight those things off." So that was really encouraging.
I've seen my family be very healthy since we started taking them in June. Yes. No real issues of colds and flu.
Well, then let's move on and go to the fast relief, because there's lots of people that are in pain, in chronic pain. And you know, you're the one that says it all the time, that most pain comes from inflammation.
That's what Dr. Harris does. He's the formulator of the products, and he says pain comes from inflammation, and these products are going to target that specifically. Let's speak of this though in the beginning. There is a green-lipped mussel in those products, and so we want you to know that if you're allergic to shellfish, be aware that there is a green-lipped mussel from the sea in them, and that's an ingredient. So
they might want to stay away from it if they're allergic to that. You know, I've always given my family, before Plexus, Tylenol or ibuprofen, and those are so hard on your liver, and it was so refreshing to see this fast relief actually nourishes your liver and helps with inflammation. So we can take this every single day if we want to, and it's not a problem. It's not hurting our body. It's actually helping it.
It's actually helping our body. Inflammation, just like that oxygen, Kelly, getting to where it needs to go. When we don't have inflammation in there, in our bloods, you know, in our bodies, then things are able to flow right through. That aloe that's in the vitamin, that if you're taking that for inflammation, you're going to be a much healthier person.
When I was talking to my holistic doctor, he was telling me it's all about blood flow, and it's all about, you know, getting rid of inflammation. So those are 2 major keys to helping you become healthy and get that oxygen and blood flowing.
It has been so much fun for me to see people who were living in chronic pain be able to live a healthy life, and they're doing things that they used to be able to do before that came on their body.
Well, you know, that capsule works from the inside, and we have a cream that works from the outside. So you can rub that on for almost immediate relief. It's like no other cream that I've ever seen.
Very quick, instant relief. It's going to just pull that the inflammation out. And I have seen people put it on and get immediate, I say immediate, in the next few minutes, they're going to have relief from what was ailing them. But that's not long term. That's just to use, you know, when you're hurting. But
when you're hurting, let me tell you, that is such a blessing to put that on.
Absolutely. And the capsules are going to work from the inside out. And
so together, they're beautiful together.
Absolutely.
You know, and then we have the fast relief, the nerve support.
Yes.
And actually, hasn't it been documented to regrow a nerve?
The nerve growth factor is coming back alive and regrowing the nerves. Yes, absolutely. The only product on the market, even with prescription medicines, at least in June it was, unless something's come out since then, the only product that that we know of that's going to do that and get people that. So people with neuropathy.
Yeah, my husband has neuropathy and is able to sleep at night without his feet hurting, so that's a blessing.
Yes, a lot of people have neck and back pain, you know, and it's from nerve damage, you know, and so this is helping them to find relief there.
Yeah, numbness, tingling, those pains, that nerve support is really helping. So if you suffer from that, that's definitely something you want to get on.
Absolutely.
And we have a beautiful protein shake.
Yes.
Now, we pride ourselves in that we are not a meal replacement, but if you would like to have a protein shake as a meal or as a snack, then we have a diabetic safe
Yes.
protein shake. It has 15 grams of protein, 96 calories. It's vanilla flavor.
It's gluten-free.
Yes. All of our products are gluten-free.
Yes, all Plexus products. So that's an important thing for us all to know, because there are some people that's very important to.
Right, right. And so I take that before I work out, the protein there.
You know, if you're wanting to get that extra protein in your body, this is a great way to do it. Low calories. Even sometimes if you're doing it for a meal, you might want to do 2 of them, because there's only 96 calories, and we do have to have some calories.
Yeah.
But a great protein, 15 grams of protein, 12 vitamins, there's minerals in it, it's great.
You know, and I tell people that you want to think protein. High protein is a great way to eat when you're wanting to stay lean.
Absolutely.
And to lose some weight. So, and then we have, well, that's all of our products, isn't it?
The only other one would be the breast self-examination kit.
And the cream.
Yes. And so the breast self-examination kit is something that every woman probably should have in their home for their monthly exam. It just magnifies the sensory touch in your fingers and lets you realize if something different's going on there in your breast.
At our meetings, we'll take some salt and put it in a plate and put the kit on top of it, and you can just magnify the feel of that salt. It's really really works. Now, it was featured on the doctor's show, and it actually found breast cancer in a man. Is that right?
Yes. So it is very effective.
And that's how our company started out, with that product. And then the breast cream, which a lot of women store toxins in their breasts, and that's why so many women have breast cancer. Well, the breast cream released those toxins out of there. Now we have the body lotion. It's added a few more ingredients that, like charcoal, that we've really noticed, like we like it on our face. It's helping smooth out some of those lines there. I like that.
It is, and anything for healing. It's going to remove the toxins. You know, it's good for burns. If you had an ant bite or a sting, it's just going to pull out those toxins, and so a staple to have around the house for sure.
So I've heard some people with eczema, psoriasis, shingles, things like that, they're putting the body lotion on there and seeing lots of results.
Just great products that use anything on your skin, and try it out. See what it does for you.
That's great. All right.